Hi guys, I can remember back in the 1980s, football hooliganism was really bad. It was always in the tabloid newspapers. Seems to have died down a lot now. I'm sure that these guys are still out there and I do hear about things, but it just seemed in the 80s, it was like every week you would see something in the newspaper about some hooligan gang that had beaten someone half to death. And where I was brought up, there was a local hooligan firm that followed Tranmere Rovers, the local football club. And boy, oh boy, those guys were scary. You know, they really were. And it was funny though, at the time, I was a Goth. And my friend was a football hooligan. And he was in this gang, this firm, this Tranmere firm. His name was Yoz. And I got to know him through work. The government YTS schemes. I don't know whether anyone remembers them. But yeah, it was a really odd kind of relationship in a way, isn't it? A Goth and a football hooligan. Not the kind of pair that you put together, but we really hit it off. We got on quite well, and he got me into the Smiths, actually. I remember he gave me a cassette, portable stereo cassette, and like a Walkman thing, a rip-off one. It was only a cheap thing, and I used to walk around with it listening to the Smiths. He made me a cassette of them, and I was really into it. It was good. But yeah, the poor guy, I mean, you know, he seems to have a lot of trouble in his life, and he got involved in this gang. Yeah, so I met Yoz years later, sort of lost touch with him after finished the YTS scheme. And he came bounding up to me in the street, and he looked different. His whole countenance was bright and cheerful, not like scowling, you know, like he often would be. And he looked so well, and I said, wow, Yoz, it's great to see you. How are you doing? And he said, oh, I've met a girl, and he was in love with this girl, so it really seemed to change him, and that's the last day I ever saw of him, so I hope he's doing okay. And yeah, I have fond memories of that guy, and I do appreciate him getting me into the Smiths. I absolutely love the Smiths in Morrissey, still listen to them to this day. So yeah, fantastic. So yeah, there's an odd pairing, the Goth and the football hooligan. I've often pondered, what is it that made us sort of like team up? Such an unlikely pairing, but really, I think what it could be, we were both outcasts in our own way, and we connected through that. Who knows? It's a funny world, isn't it?